everything. Right. First one in, please reply that's to say that you can see us. And I had a phone near. Sorry. Had a phone near there. So if someone can turn around and say that they can hear me, okay, that would be appreciated. In the meantime, oh, it's done the usual with the chat. Buried the. Oh no. Afternoon, Rob and Grace, says Mav. So I am going to just wait until somebody replies just saying that they can hear and see me. It would be appreciated. Which I think it does, because I've just heard it in the background. I presume you can hear and see me all right, guys? I always like to check before we even start getting onto the list, because you know what? Everything goes bleeding wrong with us, doesn't it? Sound and vision good. Thank you very much, Alan at Buckland. Right, let's get through the list then. Mav, welcome in, buddy. Hope you're keeping well, matey. Good to see you. And first in, which you haven't been for a while. Victor Levitt, good to see you too. And of course, Alan Reynolds. Hello, Rob and Grace and Mav and Victor. I'm the first to hit the thumbs up, I think. Oh, Mav, terrible. Alan showing you up there, mate. Not good, not good. Alan, I'm not sure yet if I'm going to like what is present. Oh, Mav, you biscuit. That's as polite as I'm getting. And Valley's 56. Chris, good to see you, mate. Flymo, good evening, everybody. How are you all? Flymo, long time no speak. Hope you're well. How did your daughter's wedding go? Oh, yes, that's the point. Flymo, you have internet now. Welcome back to the real world, sir. Chris asking how the wedding went. Paul Woods, good to see you, Paulie. Hello. Yeah, we had a great time. Thanks for asking. The bride was beautiful and the groom and the best man were well turned out. I hope it all went without a hitch, buddy. Fingers crossed. Well, usually there's one or two minor things that the bride tends to make out into a major drama, but she is on a stressed day, isn't she? Victor Mora, welcome in, darling. Hope you are keeping well. Valleys, Mora. The accommodation was nice and the weather surprised us with some fantastic moments. 2 a.m. we're sitting drinking a coffee out on the patio under a full moon. Hope no one turned into a wolf, mate. How are you? Have you seen Mark from the Model Railway Spontasia walking on his new legs? Great news to see. Is that someone that was an amputee? Was it Alan? They do. They take a while to adjust, but we've carried a few and they're like raring to go. I'm grateful. I'm just reading it. They had a lovely day at the wedding. Adam was sat at 6 a.m. watching the sun burn off the mist while again sitting watching a coffee in September. Yeah, you look at today and I think it was about 9 degrees here this morning. I am going to get hold of humidity sensors so I can keep an eye on the humidity in the shed. Because speaking on Mark's live stream on Thursday, Donegal Dad, it's the humidity we need to keep an eye on. So I'm going to get a humidity sensor we can access with the phone. Just got my internet back today as I was getting disconnected over in the next street as folks are moving in and getting the phone upgraded. We'll catch up with Mark. I've seen him practicing. And I've just made the whole chat jump. Where is it? Jump to. And Snowy, the handy lady, doing a lot of DIY work at the moment is Snowy. Sorry, just making sure I didn't jump past anybody. Hear and see what? Yeah, Mav, go do one if you want. Love you loads, dude, really. Oh, you, unfortunately, yeah. The star of the show's just popped out to make a cuppa. Sorry, Mav. We know, we do realise. And funny enough, we do mention it in the vids. We know people don't watch for me. Daughter had everything down to a schedule more, of course. It went a little of it went to plan, but it came together and they had a great day. They never do, mate. They never, ever do. From a photographer's point of view, obviously we're there from first thing to last thing on most of our weddings, and you do see things go wrong. We do try and pitch in and help out a little bit ourselves, probably step over the mark, above and beyond sort of thing, but we do try and help. So yeah, things do go wrong. Paul Woods can hear me. Victor Levitt can hear me. Yep, Grace says she can hear me. Yeah, and Maura. 5x5 and looking good. See? Flymo thinks I look good, Mav. Maybe he needs his glasses changed. Alan Pollock, hi guys, just rejoined the 009 staff. Just rejoined the 009 Society after a short spell away. Oh, nice one, mate. You can tell us more if you want. And Dragon Junction. Big hello from you. Yes, we do need to get over. We do. Trevor Veal as well. Good evening, Trevor. Hope you're keeping well, mate. Any deliveries this week? Shelfbury, hi Robin Grace and all else here. Hope so. All is well. Yep, all good. Thank you, sir. Everybody saying hello to it. Lord Allen has entered the building. Now, Brian raised an issue the other day. When Lord Al enters the chat, he says we should stand up, and I said we should bow. What do you guys think we should do? And more importantly, Lord Al, what are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to rise or are we supposed to bow? That looks a little gay, actually. Good evening, Robin Grace. Listening only for a while. Jobs to do, then I can join properly. Got a track sorted. Yes, finally. User error, some of it. And John Penny. Hope you're both okay. Yep, all good. Thank you very much, buddy. Now we've got that thing sorted. Sorry, I'm making the chat jump. I've got it to like the side of the program and it kind of makes it jump a bit. See, Mav, the person you come to see has just entered the room. We know this.
Thanks, star of a show, you soppy twat.
Anthony Dodge, Model Train. Good to see you, mate. I hope you are keeping well, sir. What's the weather like while you were? Looking forward to the Get show. Yep, I won't knock it. It's not something I don't think I'll ever be able to attend myself due to my issues. But, yep, go for it. What are you trying to do?
Put it so it's between both of us. There's no point just putting it all on me.
And...
Mam's just got back, by the way.
Oh, okay. Not too bad, thank you. Oh, Rob, you take a urine now. Haven't heard you for sale message, Rob. We can know it. Yes, it was Mab that was getting the old heartfelts missing your Flymo. He was heartbroken. Robert jumped round to get its winnings. Yeah, tell me about it. What are you doing? You child. You absolute child. Really?
We can't go DCC, so these are the reactions, and we got Morgan as the panting of the smoke.
He does make a good effort on that. He does actually.
I love how you ignored my comment there. You read everyone else's and you ignored mine.
Yep. No, I ignored our channel comments.
Yes, that was me.
It was our channel.
When you were saying about brides, just remember that for our day, dear.
Right. Yeah, we do what she says. Oh. Mav, Adam's been stuck in the deepest, darkest north, so anything looks good to him, Rob. Mav, that's all I'm saying, mate. Shake hands works for me, says Dragon. Trevor, well, at 2200 last night, I bought my 34-day... 34'd? 34'd?
I need to do that
43rd
booking.
even.
Let me do that booking before I do anything, because I'll remember and then we can't do it.
Ah, Paul. Mav, you fart, we stand. And leave, Paul. Someone needs help. Hello, Ivo. You all right, mate? Yeah, we all need help, mate. It's like we were on a ward last night. Walked into the staff nurse, said to me, says, how are you keeping tonight? And I said, well, mentally unstable, but there you go. And she said, aren't we all?
She said, he said.
The staff nurse said it.
He said it as well, because he was saying about...
She said it.
Oh, and he carried it on then.
Yes. Sorry, Rob.
No. Nope.
Hello, Grace, says Flymo.
Hey, Flymo. I heard you had a good wedding.
Rob, tell Grace yes, I was still awake this time.
Who's that?
Bordeaux, Dragon Junction.
I was still awake this time. No, that's lost. Oh, when I messaged him, possibly. Because I messaged him when we finished work. And then I was like, oh, God, the time. So anybody that does get message us from usually will realise that sometimes you do get replied to at the weirdest times. Partly because we're at work, and then if we don't reply, we forget. So I hope your phone's on silent.
Right.
I'm just doing this booking so I don't forget, otherwise we can't.
Trying to think of a way of doing ballasting without creating an awful mess and get the glue to dry.
Hair dry?
It's not usually that messy, Ivo. Mav, you won't go to Get Sever. One name for you, Mr. T and Flying. Basically, yeah, Mav. It's a proper genuine fear. Sends Grace some pan pipes. Jason, it seems like ages since we've spoken to you, Jace. We have literally only just put the phone down on him.
Monday, yes.
Yes. We've literally only just put the phone down on Jason. And he wouldn't shut up. He literally wouldn't shut up. We tried to tell him we've got a live to do. He says, well, I'm not bothered. I'm joking. Where are we?
No, not September.
Meeting you and your good lady in 2 weeks. I presume that's not at us, Mav. Yeah, apart from the wedding and getting over it and I lose my internet most of the week. Haven't been keeping up yet. Sir Jason has entered, says Paul. Don't give him delusions of grandeur. At least someone cares at them. How do, everyone? How do, Daz? Maz?
Maz, were you going to say that?
I was going to say Maz. You right, Daz? You keeping well, mate?
Date of birth. Old.
And you want to read that one because I'm not getting told off for reading it. And then...
Kevin! Good evening.
Down here in Dorset at the Mo, we had a little bad news. My big sea level's gone up. Oh, Jesus, Kev, that ain't bloody good. Big hugs, dude. Got everything crossed for you, buddy. Jason, yeah, I had messages replies at 2:45 a.m. At least we reply. That's all I'm saying.
What can I say? What?
Ivo, 2 key items for holiday season. Get my paint stuff sorted out and finish the most complicated module unit regarding ballast and point motors. And Ivo's planning to buy a new 3D printer. Which one are you getting, Ivo? And Simon, good to see you, Mr. Danish Bacon. Reminds me of a great tune, Hanging on the Telephone. Okay. Grace.
No, I'm trying to blow it because it's warm.
Take the lid off.
But then it will go cold quicker and then I'll forget about it and it will go too cold. Rob! I don't trust myself to leave it out.
Don't put it there, please.
Well, where can I put... See, give me the lid back. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, SJ, how's the man flu? Did you need an ambulance, mate?
A ambulance.
Let's turn that down a bit. Anyone seen or heard from Shedmouth Junction recently?
That's the point.
That's a fair old point, Ivo. Has anybody got their contact details? Maybe drop them an email or a message.
World War II Rebel.
World War II Rebel, welcome into the chat. New or...
I was going to say, you seem new. Would you like to share your name? If not, not a problem. But I will put it on the list if you do.
Oh, he's got internet issues. Bamboo P1S. For the... Oh, nice one. Very nice. And Hermitage Road, welcome in. Pete.
Yes. Did you send us a request? We're trying to figure out. We've had requests on Book of Face. We're wondering if it's you.
Mav, now I wonder where we could find some suitable medication and someone to selflessly administer. I reckon someone from a medical company to private arms. Who do we know? No one good, Mav. Let's put it that way. I hope it's on a return, but having the flu in your fridge chooses not to die.
Oh.
Ooh, not
chooses
good.
Not to die, chooses to die.
Chooses to die. I think it's Google Translate failing.
And then just people, Kevin saying cheers both.
Oh, while we think about it as well, we're testing out another camera we managed to pick up from CEX. Grace will be using that one tonight. So secondhand, but it looks to be in very good nick. But please, if there is genuine issues with it, then give feedback. But let's not turn it into a bitch fest. Again, it's new, untested.
swore.
I don't care.
A
It's
bitch fest.
I don't care. I get tired of it. Oh, you can't hear this, or that's interfering, and things like that. It's, genuine feedback is appreciated. Bitch fests aren't.
We're talking about a female dog here, by the way.
Spoke to Shedman the other day. Life is busy, new job, etc. Got him subscribed. When he's got him, wants him to get back in the shed. He does miss it. Oh, brilliant! Thank you for letting us know, Mav. And Jason, I would like to make a statement of sincere condolences to the family and friends of Clive Colbold from Northern Ireland, who sadly passed away recently. Yep, and I'm sure that will be echoed by all of us, Jason. So, I highly doubt that people from that community are watching us, but if anybody is, or if they can pass it on, then yeah, pass on all of our condolences to Clive's family and friends.
Yeah, I know Donegal Dad mentioned as well. It does hit the community, I think,
Yeah.
even if you're not heavily involved with said person, you still feel it. Cause
Bernie.
Yeah, and obviously we unfortunately kind of joined just after Bernie, so we didn't really get to know him. But we've got to know him through others like Jason and others that knew him. So in some way, it's almost like we have got to know him a little bit.
Do you and Simon want to do some explaining?
Game, set and match. 1-1 at the minute, Simon.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yeah,
So-
we're actually being really, really childish, and we're on video calls with Simon. Do you guys remember the card game Fish? Go Fish. We're actually playing that with Simon.
And we're 1-0 at the moment, guys.
R.I.P. Clive, says Simon. R.I.P. Clive, says Alan. Yeah, sad news about Clive. I'll always remember his fairy models with admiration. Kev, whilst in hospital, I met a young Ukrainian doctor looking for financial support if anyone's... That was a nice try. That was a nice try.
It's too soon, guys.
We did say this to you guys. You need to leave it a few weeks.
Because we're still there with it.
Yeah.
But the fact you'd been in hospital, there was a chance he might not have.
And Dan, good evening, buddy. Hope you're keeping well. Thanks for letting us know, Jason. We'll miss Clive. I didn't know he was in hospital. No less shocked. Hiya, dandy. So yeah, shall we flick over to that camera just to let them?
Can do. I will obviously eat a few biscuits. And Alexa, turn up the train light to 50%. Because that's not going to help either.
Yeah, so we're just going to flick over to that camera now. It might send the audio funny because we haven't set all that up yet properly, so bear with.
Oh, hi, Digger Buddy. Oh, thank you. So, I know you haven't been watching. So, when people do things like that, it is handy just to know, hey, everyone, just nips and say hello and that you know I'm still around. And Alan.
Digger, sending you our love, dude. Genuinely sending you our love, you know that.
I thought that comment was on earlier.
So I'm just going to quickly flick over to the other camera. I'll leave it there for a few seconds quiet and then come back to us. So yeah, that's the new one. It's the Razor Keo. It was supposed to be £60, but was it £35 we found it for
Something
second hand?
like that.
Which means it does pay. We were in Bangor anyway, and we popped into CEX, and there they had it. We were looking at it in Argos for £60, and CEX second hand it was 35, and it's like the this microphone that Jason bought us from CEX. It's perfect condition, and it's got a year's warranty. 2 years warranty.
today.
Missing loads of comments now.
I think that one off Alan about I keep saying to get yourself a greenhouse heater. 200 watt leave it shed 24/7 and damp will be 0.
And it's the cost of running it, buddy.
Well, I thought that comment. I thought you were repeating comments earlier. I don't know if Alan's put that again or.
I do apologise if I missed it earlier. Checking my self-printed bottle pillar tool. The tolerances in the channel's funnels are off the charts. WT Rebel discovered that Walther's glue is not so great for wood. Metal trinkets glue using E600 glue. We all make mistakes. SJ. Oh, Rob, and welcome to 2024 Discord. Yeah, love you too, Si. Thanks very much. Git.
Although you did say you wasn't looking from streaming on there as well, didn't you?
Yes, yeah, we're thinking of streaming to using OBS and streaming to Discord and YouTube at the same time.
Should we test out my drawing one? I'm thinking I might draw on Monday because of doing members and patrons and.
Jump in here. Thank you, Rob and Grace. I really appreciate you both. Thanks, not necessary, buddy.
We're all a family.
Can hear a buzz on the other cam.
Okay.
Okay, that's interesting. Oh, it's not too much of an issue. If there's a buzz off the camera itself, I can always kill the mic and just use this one. That one's purely for better close-ups. But thank you for the feedback, Dan. Zantex, looks like Grace has been there.
Been where?
I presume to the other one.
Oh, I'm right.
It looks a little burned, did you say, Zantek? What, the camera? You mean the view on it, you mean?
He could just be taking a mickey with me.
Oh, I'm with you. Yeah, yeah.
I will look back on here.
Ken Ray, good evening, everyone. Survived the latest hurricane that swept through Florida the other day. Yeah, there is some major, major devastation going on there.
No, that looks pretty clear.
I wish these chat would stop bouncing about.
I know it's done that a lot tonight, isn't it?
I know, but okay, some drama work is needed. My current 3D printer makes it very ugly seams.
Oh, have you touched the lens?
No, why?
It's a bit blurred by the tree, so I wonder if a greasy finger or something's. Oh, it's a bit blurred.
That looks bloody clear though, doesn't it?
Not there, but the rest of it, yeah.
Where are we? Jimbo! Is your glass full and ready, Jimbo? Ken Ray, finally, the only damage was part of the old back fence. A tree branch was blown out of the tree and knocked the fence down. That's not too bad going then. Hermitage, I did do a friend request on Facebook. Okay, no worries. At least we know it's you. About £2 a week and it will make a real difference to the shed. Yeah, we'll have a think because amongst everything else, it's all the bills adding up, isn't it, mate? It's not just that, it's other things for us. And we're not rich people. Dan, then you changed over to the other cam. That's when I heard the buzz. Okay.
Ah, that's better now.
How's Mum doing? Yep, she's all good, mate. We are. Dan, have you got a link to your Discord? I would have a link to the Discord if it had been created yet. Simon's referring to my own Discord. I haven't got a RGJ one up yet.
Glass is well lubed up, says Jimbo.
Is he talking about the glass he's drinking out of? Or,
I don't want to know.
Or is the other one made out of glass?
I don't want to know.
And Carl Burton, welcome in, bud. Hope you are keeping well. You peel an orange in your pocket.
How can I put an orange in a pocket when I'm eating it right in front of you? But you could access that.
I can access it better over this side.
I can't.
That's the general idea.
So obviously the plan is I'm not going to spend all evening up there because it does hurt. But those that have seen the episode will have seen that. That's not a bad shout. Let me transition. Is the other mic on? No, it's fine.
No, I think it's this one. Yeah. Excuse me knocking the cat. Oh.
There we go. That's why we might have had the buzz. So I've got to do a bit more with the bushes. So I added them on, but I didn't glue them down because Rob wasn't in here. So I wanted to get his opinion because I was on the fence. And the problem with there is you're looking so close up. So I'm going to be gluing them down.
Jimbo's laughing at the statement, can you peel a banana? It should be, actually, I said it wrong. It should, the phrase is, can you peel an orange in your pocket?
I can peel a banana in my pocket.
Discord is fun in my own groups there and several others. Fun at 1 AM when the Americans wake up and chat and ping. Yeah. My one's in connection with creating my own YouTube channel. So that's why I've got my own Discord, because what it is, I'm not saying anything yet. What it is a lot of people, well, this particular hobby itself.
Do you want to move that to you for a minute and I'm going to have so then I can...
This particular hobby itself is very Discord based. But unfortunately, there are, like Dan said, there are a lot of Americans in that as well. So I'm not sure how that's going to work out.
You just want your own channel, don't you?
Rob, did you get your track sorted? I did, Maura. It's out in the video that was released earlier. Doesn't matter if you haven't watched it yet. Some of it was my own mistakes. And part of it was errors with the track, basically. Mav, get your OnlyFans gear on and stand on the street corner. If anything, people will pay you to cover up. No, what it is, Mav, is I got that photo of you, mate, and they actually pay me to hide the photo. John Pinney, hoping to sort the bus wiring tomorrow now the new baseballs are up and bolted together. I'm thinking of using the Wago connectors. They are brilliant, John. They are absolutely brilliant. And all I've done is use a piece of, use some hot glue to stick them to the underside of the board.
Did I see Dan said the buzzer's gone?
The buzzer's gone when you did whatever it was supposed to switch off. We had 2 microphones going down. That's what it is.
It's on a separate thing, that's why.
Yeah, we've got the Razer mic here. And then obviously, where is it? There is the Razer Keo camera. And that's obviously got a mic on it as well. We didn't realise that one was switched on. Ivo, did a coal car crash there? No, that's Bush's. That's Grace's bush. John, what did one spoon say to the other? Good job we have support between us, otherwise it'd be nuts. That's all. That was a bad one for you. Mum and son train rail friends. Let's spam the chat with emojis for Ray, please. Even though he's getting really good at typing himself, we still want the chat spammed with emojis, please. It still has to be done. Hi, Rob and Grace, stopping in to say hello to everyone. We've missed you all, but it's been crazy here this past week. It certainly has, Tammy. And this latest adventure you and Ray are on is stunning. If anybody hasn't seen it, Tammy and Ray are building another area, brand new, from scratch, over the last few weeks. Go over to their channel. Someone, one of our mods, can you please share a link to Mum and Sons? Go over to the channel. If you haven't already, hit subscribe and go and look at this latest layout because it's incredible.
But they've had the storm as well because that's why they had to cancel the live because Ray didn't even want her in the shed.
But yeah, that's a fair point Grace has just mentioned. Tammy did mention on their channel the other day that Ray didn't want to be in the shed because of the storm and he didn't want his mum in there either. Maura, great stuff. Yes, I watched. Must have missed you sorting. Oh, it's all right. Mine was all talking anyway. We love and appreciate you all. Love you too, Tammy. Is Grace or Hornby a Bachmann Loco? The smoke unit installed seems to be periodic and changes once in a while, but needs Zippo assistance. Very true, Dad. Very true. And smashing it with the emojis. Awesome. GE turbine with realistic flame, says Ivo. Yeah, even truer. Why does the leprechaun laugh when it runs? Because it grasses. Yeah. Glad you survived the storm. Tammy and Ray absolutely smacking it with emojis. Brilliant. Well done, guys. Flymo, thank you so much for the link. Jimbo, still no time for trains. Too many radios to restore. I can imagine that's your main hobby, though, isn't it, Jim? Anthony, hello, Tam and fam. Mum and son train open. Glad to see and hear you come out much better than some of your fellow Carolinians. Yeah, some of the videos coming out of there are absolutely horrendous. Tammy, thanks, Rob and Grace. It definitely has taken more time than we thought. It's just a little bit bigger than this one. Yeah, and of course you had the worry of the steam and the sound not working as well. And I'll be quite honest, Tammy, you did so well in not swearing. You really did, darling. Oh, in the video, she was like, she did actually warn people that she may end up swearing when Ray got the locos going, but they ran beautifully.
For us, it's the opposite way. You get the film out and it stops. Yes.
Yeah, I had the train running the other day just to show that the points were now working properly. Ran absolutely beautifully. Attached some wagons. Ran absolutely beautifully. Brought the camera out. Massive derailment. Where is Ray hiding at the moment? Or is he in the background listening, Tammy? Have to excuse me eating. I am eating Grace's biscuits. I don't care.
Always eat my biscuits.
It's funny how that Razor Keo is still... obviously it records sound, but it's just not transmitting it, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. So that means you have one off a webcam.
Oh yeah, fair point. But yes, Snowy's been a busy lady as well this week. She's been doing lots of DIY, hasn't she, Grace?
Just a bit.
Adam, yeah, well, worth getting the amps in good repair these days, Jim. And some tasty prices for a good one. It's very true. They can go for decent money. Edenbridge Junction, hello, buddy. How are you? Tammy, did they put guardrails on now? Big ones. He's listening while running the O-scale steamers. Wide ass open again. Yeah, I did notice that the other day. He was just flat out with them. They were just going, weren't they? But they were smoking well. They were steaming well. They really were. They were blooming awesome. Like I said to you, we've got to go American Locos. Even if it's waiting till...
Can we get this layout done first?
Yeah.
Please.
Dan, I ordered some vacuum day 3 sheets of plastic brick. Gauge 1 for Gauge 1 Thomas project from Tamil. Came on a sheet of 4mm hardboard. Fantastic diorama. Oh yeah, that's handy, mate.
Oh, that reminds me, I don't know if you commented, Anthony mentioned he liked the brick walls on one of the videos. That was the paper
I do apologise. From Germany. No, Cyprus.
Cyprus.
We can always drop a link in it. Yeah, handy that, Dan. Jimbo, Flymo, you on Faceache? I think everybody's on Faceache, aren't they? The Book of Face.
The Book of Face.
Where is that reverse quote from? Is that from Nightmare at the Museum?
I don't know.
It's something like that, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going to leave you.
I'm going over there.
You can sit and chat for a minute, can't you? Ow, I need to stand up. Alexa, turn off the trains.
That'll be me after. So where have you got to? You said low to Edenbridge.
Yeah, I believe so.
I forgot rails on now. Big ones. Ears listening while running the O-scale steamers.
Yeah, got that.
So have you caught up? Oh,
Yeah.
pardon me.
I'm going to go off the loop.
Really? Are you allowed?
I can pop some lid whenever I want to. I'm a big boy now.
Do you need a hand?
You need to.
All right. So yes, I am going to be... wrong way there. So I am... No, let's get this right. So I'm going to be going over in a minute. But obviously the most awkward problem is, like I said, it's the sitting up there. It does hurt after a while. So I just want to get the bits glued in. I am going to add more yellow again to the gorse bushes, because that area has got it as well. But obviously the deadline for the WWS competition is Friday next week for 4. So if you are entering, you've not got long now, the same as us. This is why I'm trying to get me behind into gear to actually do it. And I still need to paint the spaniel, because I at least want the dog in there as well. Have you seen Laurie from Matlamem? He went up mountain at Penmama in search for steam code that was left up there. No. I might be changing my S scale lines to O scale too. They are loud and fun. Edenbridge, all good, thanks. And hello back to all that said hi. Thinking of a complete rebuild of the layout, but funds aren't there for it. Not going to lie, got bored with it. Sometimes just taking a break helps, doesn't it? And Jeremy Norman, very good evening to you, darling. And Mr. Brian, Finneton Central, good evening to you too. Daz, how do? Anthony Valley, Flymo Digger, Edenbridge. Mum and Sons, Will Sex, Sodor, Dan. Sorry if I miss anyone. Obviously, Rob and Grace. Hope everyone is well. We are, and hope you are too, Daz. Dan, in the background, I can hear a bit of a crackle, faint, but can hear it especially when you're quiet. I did notice that when Rob was on, but I think it's only when talking. There's no phones near anything, so maybe it's just a YouTube thing tonight. A little bit of interference or something, I don't know. But like you said, it's only when it's quiet that I could hear it.
And unless it's majorly annoying, it doesn't matter.
No, I was going to comment, but then it went, so I thought, oh, it's just... what do you call a train that keeps sneezing? A choo-choo train. And thank you. Oh, hello, Hall. Oh, says Mum and Son. So you just there for a second and then or I can always change the camera. Grace is wearing paper knickers, that's the crackle. Yeah, you're cotton dumb. XMG12 mobile phone. No, we haven't actually got one anywhere near. Same over there. I don't think we've got one near over there. But I'm not mucking around. After my Prescott portrait lives, I am not mucking around with making sure everything is plugged in, because we know how well that went. I've sent a link to Rob's Messenger. It's the link to Laurie up Pembermel Mountain looking for that loco. Okay, thank you, Dan. Finally. Finally what, Bri? Have you already been in? And Jeff of Jumble Lane. Very good evening to you too, darling. So yes, I'm going to head over there. Don't know how long, but YouTubed ooking up again. Why? What's up? Is it not coming through or something?
No, Brian did say wasn't able to comment for some reason.
Oh, weird. But didn't that happen a little while ago?
Yes.
Not on ours, but on someone else's.
Yeah, but we haven't even got the subscriber mode turned on. So it's definitely a YouTube thing.
Okay, back to work. Ray wants Mum to do some scenery work. Love and appreciate you all. Mwah. Much love to you guys. And are you keeping us on in background, or are you cracking on? Is Ray cracking my whip? Yeah, Tammy. We know who's the boss. Been trying to comment and had to refresh 3 times. Weird. Maybe that's what the crackle is as well then, if there's YouTube.
Well, it doesn't help when you're doing that either, right by the microphone.
No, it doesn't.
Put it down. Put it down. Put your hand away from it. I'm being serious, Rose. Thank you.
You know me, I've got the fiddles.
Put your hand on your pleading lap.
No, I'll do the phone. Calling that ball apart locomotive is a bit optimistic. And XMG12 evening. Oh, have you shared your name before? I don't know if you have. If you don't want to, that's not a problem though. There's been times when I comment but the chat doesn't move at all, then close the chat down and reopen the chat and it works again. Yeah, I think messages have been coming through as well, like double. Ray says he wants to watch you, so he's a great supervisor. Ah, right. I see, that's what it is. Video. Ah, thank you, Chris, as well. Grace, put your hands on your heads. Yeah, and then I'll just fiddle with my hair and you hear that. Not now. Now, no heavy stuff. What's that to? Aaronville, hello, darling. You okay? How's the wiring going?
It's working now.
Are you going to get a new point, though, to replace that one?
Probably. I'm going to replace it with a Pico.
Oh, thanks for looking at see. Anyway. So, yeah. I'm sure Tammy will still hear us, so... Right, I'm going to finish this and then get up there.
Just switch the camera straight to that one then.
No shouting at Grace.
Who's that? Mav?
Jeremy. Grace, you've got the fiddles and Rob tells you to stick your hands between your legs. Don't get still. Should bring a smile to our face. Not sure whether to have a McDonald's.
It's off camera, that's all that matters.
Not sure whether to have a McDonald's or Chippy for tea tonight. Go for Chippy there, it's a lot better. What's the wiring problem? Actually all sorted now, Aaron. So we were having issues with the line and the TMD and the switches and it going dead, so it's Barry, folks. Ah, okay. I just don't know if I had it here. I didn't think I did, so I will write it. Hello, Barry. I live in Barry. I don't think I did, no. So
oh, Dan. Sodor Dan. Whilst I think about it. You're saying about good chippies. Llanfairpwllgwyngyllgogerychwch, the Jolly Prior.
Oh,
Just do it. We dropped a patient off not overly far from you last night, and come back into Llanfairpwllgwyngyllgogerychwch through to stop for a grab something to eat, and we stopped at the Jolly Friar, and by God, those chips were amazing.
we've been there before as well, haven't we?
I know.
Cash only, though. But you've got a co-op down the road, so you can always get cash out from there. So that's on the list. Thank you for that, Ray. Make a poll so we can all help John decide his tea tonight. You know what? I will, just for a laugh. If it lets me do it.
Grace is not typing anything.
Oh.
So we're all deciding what John's having for tea tonight.
Yep. Did you just decide to throw your phone there?
I did. I decided to throw it on the floor.
There we go. There's the poll. Let's help John decide. I can't vote on the old one, but I would choose Chippy as well. Every time I've been near the Jolly Friar in Llanfairpwllgwyngyllgogerychwch and I was driving a bus that couldn't stop. Yeah, would have changed hands, but... Oh, I need to find that bunny.
Yeah, what did you do with your bunny?
It's in my coat. So where I related, I'm taking a break for a bit. Anywhere I was doing my head in and getting me down, just super struggling with the gradients. Oh, could, oh, Team Viewer? Maybe someone can help you out via Team Viewer, maybe.
Yeah.
If it's struggling, because Team Viewer, they kind of get control of your computer and they can help you do it, maybe.
Someone trusted, mind you.
Yeah. But they can also then torch you as well, so you don't have to get the phone and call them. It can be done through that. I've even voted on it myself, so yeah, I think the Chippy is winning. Whoever chose McDonald's when you've got the option of the two. So can I end that poll now? Because I think the Chippy, that's what you're having, John. So there we go. I've ended it because I think that was a...
Oh, it's available to order, Grace. Delivery will take more than 4 weeks.
What? What?
The bone.
Yeah. Hi, everyone else. Yeah, Chippy. I think that's decided it for you, John. Anyway, I'm going to bugger off over there.
You'd like me to do the correct one?
Oh, it's on both, so when you come and sit here, they get to see your face.
No. Hopefully it's still on the Razor Razor mic, because you muted the other one, didn't you?
No, I don't know if we did.
Yeah. 2 seconds. Oh, I don't know. Razor, no.
Right.
There we go, that should be alright.
Oh, so you switched it to the...
I've switched it to this mic.
Oh, okay. Wait, I thought Razor Keo mic and Razor Keo, so you just switched the mic off.
No, the Razor Keo is this one. That's just what I named that.
Oh, okay.
Great to know how to do it. We're trying to get it work with enough clearance. That's the, excuse me, that's the issue. Yeah, you need about 4 inches of clearance, don't you, Mav?
Right, let's get one.
Now, having to check privately help with Zoom meeting for a few of us to help. Usually the rule is 4 inch for up to about 3 or 4 foot length. This is where John says in a funny comment, right, Mackie's it is.
Where's my phone gone? Was I sitting on it? I need the light so I can...
Where would you be sitting on your phone?
Because it's out of the way of the mic.
Alexa, turn off the desk light. Hissing. Are we on the wrong mic?
I think you are.
2 seconds. That's audio, that's audio. Can't see you, Rob and Grace. No, that's switching over to what Grace is working on, that's all. Why can't...
What, you're broken now?
I'm trying to figure out which microphone it's on.
This is why I was debating.
Can you tap that camera, please? Yeah, I think I'm on the wrong mic.
Sorry if that was a bit loud for you guys there, by the way.
Can you guys hear me all right on this one? You try saying something. I think it might be on you.
I think it is. I think you've renamed it. I don't know. Yeah, look. Razor Keo is the webcam.
Remove.
Wouldn't that affect? Oh, I don't know. Oh, so how's this looking, guys, compared to the other camera as well?
Sounds like Grace is giving birth.
Yeah.
No, it's back onto you.
Oh, God.
It's still picking you up better than it is me.
Which one? Now let's get them thinking with that sound.
Let's try that. That might work better. I think that with it on the twin cam, it should be. Yeah, okay, it's showing me, but I think it's this mic. With plugging them in tonight, we left it a bit too late to try and sort it out. So let's get back. Buzz is back. Okay. What's the high pitched buzzing? Let's put my phone over there for a minute.
No, I think it's...
So I've gone down to 1.5% on your gradient. It should be managing on that, Mav. Sounds like Grace is giving birth, Mav says.
You've just read that out.
Yeah, I'll give the Mackie's cat. Still got the buzzing. You sound distant on the mic. You're on. We could hear you better on the other mic and cam. Or struggling to have a poo, Grace. All right, Brad, I mean, you can video some layouts at Wally and put it up on your channel. Yeah, fair comment. Brian, Mav, PM me if you're having issues with your incline. Adam, it's not the loudest, Rob. We can hear you just. The camera's all right, Grace. It should be better now. It should be better now. It should be back onto this pure Razor mic. What I need to do is I need to rename all these different things so I don't get confused between them. Alan, today I painted 40 Daypole telegraph poles in 4 colours, post, steps, cross members and insulators. It took hours to complete, never again in my life, but they were ready for the layout now. Phew. Raymond Legs, hi Grace and Rob. Welcome in, Ray. Good to see you, bud. Rob, can hear you perfect now the buzzer's gone. Yeah, as I said, with adding this new camera, we stupidly left it in too late to sort it.
Well, no, we just lost track of time on the phone, didn't we?
Yeah, and the buzzer's gone. The sound is better and we can see in the distance Grace's bum.
Oh yeah, because it was the other. It's set on both, isn't it?
Right, so if we angle that over this way, hopefully you can't see Grace's bum, just in case.
But I can't see it now. I think they meant when I was getting up.
That's good. See what Grace is doing, and Rob is in the screen too. Great. Yeah, but I'm only small. Alexa, turn the desk light to 1%.
There we go. There's the hard bit.
You should be able to see me a bit better now if you really want to. Chris, I find the incline is dependent on the locos that we use. At Mercury scale 66 will pull 22 weighted hoppers up at 3% gradient without even slowing. My Hornby 110 DMU can't pull itself up the same. Yeah, and that's the issue, isn't it? It is purely down to the locos. If you've got one with a nice powerful motor or age related as well, it'll fly up there. But the minute you put something older,
come on, you.
Then you will have issues. So you need, I think, if you're going to have an incline, you need to decide what's going up there. We've got the, is it woodland ceilings?
What?
The inclines?
Oh, sugar.
White sticky stuff's coming out.
Yeah, it's coming out too well now.
Sound is better now. You can hear you clearly, and Grace sounds obviously distant when she talks. Yeah, but the problem is we can't have the two mics on. Unless we think about putting this mic slam bang in the middle of the room, which means you won't hear either of us. B, says Raymond. Yeah, we can still see Grace's bum and he won't stop talking. Shut up, Mav. Right, oh I see Aaron, it takes so long to edit videos. Now leave the people do exhibition videos. Ivo, okay, missed loads of discussion but sorted the paint thing out. Dan, that's not Grace's bum, Mav. That is a library construction of a night scene of the layout with a full moon. If Rob moves his head to hide a bum, it's the eclipse. Oh. Dan's saying your bum's the size of a moon.
Oh well, you don't complain. So okay, I think this is actually going to come out slightly different.
Maybe the traction wheels need better rubber tyres, perhaps. It can be that as well. Obviously, that is a good route to go down, isn't it? But even if you've got good traction tyres and a weak motor. Now, Chris, everything will go up the straight, but scuppered if you get to the bend. Yes, Rob, I have the 2% incline purely for testing. I think ours, I can't remember for certain. I think ours was a 2.5. Dan, has no one told Brian Worley ended last year? I thought it restarted again. Aaronville, loving the Chinese provinces. Grace, mind your phone. It's in the camera. Just in case you get any messages or anything come up.
Yeah, I put it here for reference because this is now obviously slightly different than I planned.
Okay. Ivo, struggling with Chinese tolerances. Dan Worley is 2 weeks away at Stafford Barn. I thought they'd restarted it. Am I right in saying, Brian, that they downsized? Rather than just totally vanished. They've just downsized everything. Richard, good evening, Grace, Rob and Grace. Back now. Did you have a poll if I missed it? And is that you or Grace on the embankment? You did have a poll whether John Penny was going to have chips or Mackies for his tea. That was the only poll that was up. And yes, it is Grace up on the naughty step.
I'm always
Chris, yes, my 3% inclines are all curves. Raymond, I hear a bee. Well, there shouldn't be anything buzzing. Shouldn't be. Okay, Brian, just a thought, maybe we'll see a few YouTubers that or maybe I'll see some at Gets. Raymond, you got a buffering issue? Has anybody else got buffering issues? Or is it just Raymond? Oh, set that one, heard that. Mav, have a look at Hornby incline sets. Can be spaced closer or further apart and give space underneath. Change the gradient to fit. Just no buffering, no buzzing here or buffering. R.I.P. Raymond, if you're on an app, maybe end the app and restart it. If you're on a browser, try and refresh the browser or something. Yeah, it doesn't. I'm not saying nobody else, but it doesn't seem anybody else is having too much of an issue with it, apart from me being on the screen, obviously.
I know Brian's had issues with commenting, so maybe it is just.
There'll be a lot of said. Timber said he was sorting out a meet to listen out for details. Not here, just Raymond. Not here. Not that Grace. The model figures near her phone. Oh, I'm with you, Richard. No buffering, says Trevor. Alan, my inclines are 130, but I don't know what percentage that anyone know. Dan, I know Brian's smaller version of what was once making a funny. Excellent. See you there, Mav and Timber. I'll be there Saturday only. There is a tapping noise like rain at high volume. It could be the clock. If you think about it, can you just point to it, Grace?
Can I see it?
No, well, the clock we had off Jeff, that's rather loud. Refreshed and no more bee. Chris, I think 100 is 1%, so 130 is just over 3%. Maybe it's raining. No, it's not right. It's probably that clock. It's probably the clock. Anyway, we'll drop the show that tapping and buzzing anyway. Aaronville, I'll be wearing my white jumper with Aaronville. Station green logo on the front and the back of it. Me too, Aaronville. I had to book a day off work for it. Can't wait. Rob, the beeping on is the phone being near the mic or the computer, not the clock ticking. That mic is not turned on, Richard. It's the one by me that's turned on. Brian, I'll review Wally on my Facebook group after the show. And Raymond, too much bad weather over here. It's gone proper cold. I mean, it's the last day of summer today, isn't it? It's first day of autumn tomorrow. Will Scenics do 2%? Maybe mine was a 3% then, Chris. And no. Simon, I'm off for the night. Take care, everybody. The night sight. No buffering here. Would you give a sick budgie treatment? Mav, how can I recognise you at Gets on Saturday? He'll be the one in a Motability scooter struggling to get all the bits put together. Because he won't have me and Simon there to do it for him. Ivo, Chris, it's not the incline, it's the locomotive that's the issue. It's a combination of things, really. It's like that with my my power issues. It was a combination of things with my power issues. I said, if you've got good locos and a too steep an incline, it's still going to cause a problem. Or if you've got a bad loco and a good incline. Aaron, look for a scooter with a madman on it. Should we share? We should share a photo.
One of me on?
Yeah.
I think I've done this slightly wrong angled, you know.
Why?
It just doesn't look as angled as it was before.
What's angled?
It was a bit more on that. I don't know.
I've got to say that bush does melt into the grass a bit much, Grace.
Which bush?
Not the one you got on next your finger on, the one next to it.
This one.
That colour, it blends in with the grass too much. Is there anything you can do with it?
I'm gonna put the yellow one.
Oh, okay, okay. Mad scooter man with his pink basket with overflowing with BCC locos. Hopefully Mad will pass his driving test. I can do it fine, Rob. You did have help. RGJ, I've had a shave recently. Jesus.
Who's that?
Mav. He's had a shave. He's not saying where he's shaved. And we're not and Mav, we're not asking for proof where you shaved either, because we don't want to see. We don't want to be scarred for life. Not fitted with a CD motor with failing traction tyres. It's like I say, it's a combination, really, isn't it? And what Mark really, really likes and appreciates the show's Arundel is all GWR, especially pannier tanks, been pointed out with DCC fitted. Really loves being shown them all. Yes, that's the other thing. If you're talking about inclines, find the steepest inclines at the show for Mav. See if his traction tyres are working. Someone punch Dan for me, please. He's not too far from us, mate. Speaking of which, I was thinking about going for drives and stuff. Grace, have you sorted your driving licence out? No.
Now if you want.
Pow, says Brian. Raymond, original G motor and super traction had the high torque, which is what CD motors lack. Mav does a Hollywood via Brazil. Kaplat. My Lima only runs okay on track with wide heads. On narrow stuff it sinks. Everybody's bashing Dan. Hitting him. Problem is that most Eurotrack has narrow heads. Bosh, says Paul. Woodland Scenics polywool and some brown paint and some fine scatter on top. Looks awesome. People are still hitting Dan.
Why is Dan getting hit, by the way?
Because he took the mickey out of Mav. Rob, I do enough driving people up a wall. I'm good at that as well, Alan.
My ex drove me up a wall.
And Craig, hello.
Which Craig?
New Durham.
Good evening, Mr. Graham.
We can't hear you over there very well.
Good evening, Mr. Graham. Oh,
Fudge.
yeah, that's it.
Basically anything to code 100 or Mr. Graham, smack. Anyway, the inclines. The issue is more about the track design. Getting the height to cross over it. I'll do it, but I just needed a break for a week or two. But thank you for everyone in your advice. Well, like I say, Mav, you've got plenty of offers there for people who've used them. We're not the experts. Yeah, we've used them. But we've had nothing running up that incline for over a year, which is a damn shame. We'll run a Fleischmann Propane on Pico Gleis or Tillich. That's above my head, Ivor. Oh, I love you guys. Love you too, Mav. Dan, I'm getting vibes of missed TV time here with all the Batman CB. Yeah, well, they asked you to be slapped. Craig, do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man.
Brian, Death Blow. Wow. Chris, Wushu Pinch. Everyone pause the hits. Do I get a safe word this time? Hell no. Just stand there and take it like a man. And it won't be the first time you've heard that phrase before either. Ivo, you can look up that in the NEM guidelines. Take the value of the catenary to be safe. Nope, says Mav. Rob, what specifically was the wiring problem that you fixed? Oh, 2 seconds. Bear with.
You guess who that is, guys?
Yes, mommy. It was issues with the line and the TND going dead due to fish plates and a dodgy point. Sad about the Dowager Countess Maggie Smith. I know, absolute shame, absolute shame. I forgot as well. She played Wendy Lady as well, didn't she? In Robin Williams's Peter Pan. Dan, your safe word is sorry, Mav. Yeah.
When have you last seen grass that's yellow?
Peacock, no, that's above me again. Karate Chop says, Bry, Downton Abbey, they were forever going on train. And obviously Professor McGonagall as well. Craig, Brian, did you buy a dead loco today? Take a seat. Huh? Don't pull it downwards. Come on. Yes, great. Pork chop, damn, that's where I go wrong all the time. Yeah. Professor McGonagall and Harry Potter, yeah. Brian, remember the 10-minute resurrection timer. Okay. Stand over, Mark. Good evening, Grace and Robin. How do I know Strictly's finished? Because Mum's in the shed as well. Dan, no, Paul, but the next time, can I ask the chat to slap Mum next time he takes the mick out of me? Never done that in all the times today. No, it doesn't work that way. First really noticed Maggie the Titanic, but no one has mentioned that. I don't remember that. Evening all, says Mark. I went through my collection and found stuff I don't remember buying and projects I started without knowing it. Go for it, Dan. Chances are they'll still slap you. Paul, I watched the prime of Miss Jean Brodie today. XMG12. She was omnipresent in film and TV as long as she was. She's been through a lot, hasn't she? She was an incredible actress. Absolutely gutted she's gone. She was like one of these women, these female actresses, that you expected her to live forever. Is Dan respawned yet? No, I don't think so. If he pokes his head up again, people will just slap him again. Yep, it's just finished. Yeah. Sister Act 3 in Limbo. Oh God, yeah, of course she was in that. I forgot about that, Grace.
Yeah, Sister Act. Did you know?
Sister Act, yeah.
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
No, Chris keep beating him. Evening all, Hereford Martin. Welcome in, buddy. Alan Pollock, just a thought, if a club was to stick to one scale, like there were nothing else, would they still work? I don't know, Alan. That's a very old question, that. Can I post a link to make realistic bushes? Unfortunately, Phil and Kyle, without being a moderator, you can't post links, buddy. Sister Acts are brilliant. Daz, I'm back. Just uploading some shorts. Thank you for everyone's support, etc. No worries, Daz. Oh, I know how it is. See ya. I forgot Sister Act. I completely forgot it. Good evening. She was a Goldie old school style, brilliant in all parts she played. Did you see the comment that Daniel Radcliffe left? Oh, that was really touching, that was. Probably not, as there are too many gauges that people model. That's a fair comment as well. Alright, Bob, some great videos of Mainline's team special in the Netherlands just appeared on YouTube. Cool. Nanny McPhee in The Big Bang. Was she in that?
I can't remember that.
No.
Nanny McPhee in The Big Bang. Was
Yes,
she
yeah.
playing what?
Wasn't she like a grandmother or something? Old fashioned, yeah. She was. McPhee, yeah. Really McPhee, yeah.
She was in the first one. Yes, it was the first one, wasn't it? Yeah, when they were on the farm. Yes.
Acting as a grandma.
Timber, sir. Present. You're right, Timber. Hornby should have introduced the British Z scale and Tedder's TT120. Fair comment. Jason, I snapped up a few excellent bargains today at the Stafford exhibition. What's new, Jace? Jump in it. I'm going to use 5mm foam for the base for the village and High Street. What would people suggest I use to put the foam onto? Imagine headphone one. I imagine a contact spray adhesive might be the best thing for you, John. Chris, so if I need a base for buildings, I use 6mm ply. Daz, 1 week off. 1 week I have off. Where was Train Talk, Jason? He's on his break now, Daz. And Hot Dog Pilot Andy, welcome in, buddy. Hope you're keeping well. You know what I'm going to ask you. Have you set it up? If you have, let us know and I'll put the link in. And Stephen Cameron, hi Rob, Grace and friends, everyone okay? We're all good, thank you very much, Stephen. Hope you're keeping well, mate.
Again, I'm just using me
Cough.
yeah, I'm just using me tree and bush foliage spray to get this all down as well.
Hi guys, like Brian and Jason, I've also got a pile of bargains. You always do, Timber.
Yeah, those are surprise.
And as usual, Andy, we're obviously working tomorrow, but we will do our best to try and drop into your live depending on where we are at that moment in time. No worries, Andy, I'm just going to sort that for you now, buddy.
It's just so law he goes live when everything starts to kick off.
Yes, yeah.
When meds and that get ready, so it...
But I shall do that. Where are we? Add. And as if it knows what I'm going to do, it automatically suggests it. Yeah, so after our live stream ends at 9:30 tonight, it will give you an automatic redirects over to Andy's tomorrow, which if you haven't already, jump over and subscribe to Andy's channel. He's a really knowledgeable fella and his live streams are always brilliant. Anthony Dodge kind of promised an unboxing special last night. Oh yeah? Well, mind you saying that we were working till midnight, so we would have missed it anyway. Brian, yeah, I got loads of bargains. I got one before the exhibition opened in the queue. You cheat. No fair, Brian. Hi, Maura. How's the HM7000 going? I'm waiting for a 6-pin chip from Hornby one day for my Stevenson rocket. That is one, I must admit, I'd like to get my hands on, but they're so fragile. John, sorry, Mum, I don't think I said hello to you earlier. Hope you're keeping well. Phil and Carl, does anyone think this hobby is dying very quickly due to the mass 10% increase retailers putting on new stock? We've addressed this before, to be honest. No, I don't think it is, because there is so much second-hand stock out there that's really very good. And if someone can put a link into Finneton's shop, please. Just purely for example, that there are plenty of second-hand stuff out there. So regardless of that, but no, the hobby's not dying at all. I think it's just changing direction.
Guys, did you know as well, seeing as I'm using WWS stuff, because we've got to do ourselves, they have a 30% off this weekend. So if you haven't,
yeah, let's go and have a look.
Take a look.
Yeah. No, I didn't mean WWE, you wally. There we go. Sarah's been a bit tired today and feeling a bit off. Big hugs to her, Mark. Hope give her a hug from us too, anyway. I'm just taking a break from stripping down a Dapol 121, says Andy. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I must finish some housework before son and daughter-in-law get here for the weekend. Ciao. No worries, Anthony. You take care. Look after yourself. And we are sorry we do miss your lives, but as I say, it's the one night that we seem to regularly work. So no offence intended towards you, buddy. And Alan Pollock shooting off as well. You take care, Alan. Thank you very much for hopping in, my friend. Yeah. Hi Aaron, I had to dismantle my layout. I got attic insulated this week. Believe those 6-pin decoders are due Q1 next year. Timber, the hobby's not dying, it's not too expensive. Locos were a week's wages in the 70s, they're half a week's wages these days. Flymo, thank you for posting that link, buddy.
So you might have seen me doing this in my video, guys. I find getting off the paper, especially like corner areas, this actually gets and there isn't a fold in the paper.
Where are we? On the coroner's report, cause of death, ambulance driver pulled over to watch a live stream by someone called Hot Dog Pilot Andy. Yeah. Timber, got a shed load of good wagons today, second-hand for a fiver each or less. Backman just put the prices up on RRP 10% class 37, now it's £259. Dave Angel, oh nice one, thank you very much Flymo, I didn't think about that. Yeah, Dave Angel's another good place to purchase from as well. And also, can someone post Elaine's trains, because that's a third one. Flymo, can you post a link of the Den Bosch Storm videos? Okay. Hobby's just as strong as now as it always has been. Possibly even stronger, Richard, I think. Timber depends on which locos you buy. My Stevenson rocket is ready, DCC ready 6-pin. I really want to stay with HM7000 out. Ideally, I have no DC controller other than 3 Bluetooth on the app. Brian doesn't do N-Gauge, the big girl. Brian doesn't do DCC either. The hobby's doing well. The manufacturers are having to change the business model or risk going to the wall. That's very true. Tired and worn out. I'm not surprised, mate. Back from class 66s are still nice and cheap and the old tooling. John Penny, just waiting for the chippy to arrive. Ordered it for delivery to save me having to go out so I could keep watching the stream. No worries, mate. Ken Ray, catch you all later. Absent to fix some electrical problems on my layout. What I've not recently been doing. Thank you very much for dropping in, Ken. You take care. Minimum wage is £500. Loco with sound is £200. Where'd you get £500 minimum wage, Timber? Is that someone working full time? You know, that's purely dependent on hours rather than minimum wage, though, isn't it? They still struggle to sell at RP without dealer discounts, says Hereford. I'm trying to catch up with the comments, Grace. And just how many of those tankers, Timber? Backman diesels from the mid-noughties are good value. That's how more. Thanks for the Q1 heads up. I'll put a pre-order on it.
No, that might be better actually.
Aaron, I have another controller. Bought the dongle now, so able to run trains all through phone and Bluetooth. Sweet. Sorry, it hasn't got fat fingers. There are good things, but not N-Gauge. Elaine's trains. Thank you very much, Mav, and Chris for the same.
Thank you, Mav.
1980s HST restaurant car, £8. That's not bad at all. XMG 12, it's never been cheap. I still have locos from the 70s in their boxes. The cheapest label's the old Lima HO33 Continental couplings at £6.
Headphone on him.
Go on. It's never been cheap. Oh no, I've read that out. Good value back much more than Lima now. The company does see. No worries, I know, I do understand. Yeah, the train set site does DCC. Sorry, Brian. I mean, Brian himself doesn't do DCC. Simon Trains, welcome in, buddy. Hope you're keeping well. I hope you can all blooming hear me. Hope you're keeping well, Simon. Phil and Carl, N-Gauge is okay for people who have a telescope. Oh, I don't know. I want to go N-Gauge. I really do.
Who's going to be doing the stuff with it?
Oh, you're going to be doing the scenery stuff.
I can't see this. Can you look at it for me?
Sharing link. Simon again. Timbers are £12.50 an hour. Yeah, I know that, but it depends on hours, doesn't it? You know, someone who's part time is not going to be earning 500 quid a week.
£12.50 an hour. I thought it was £12 the minimum wage.
That's what I thought as well, actually. I could be wrong. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Evening sign, Brian. Trying to catch up now. Zantec, finally got my Northlink set, however Daypol Electrics. I think I'll send it to Daypol and have the motherboard removed and have it wired direct bogey to motor. Problems again, is it, Zantec? Grace has no pantyhose on. No, because she's wearing jeans.
How do you know what I've got on underneath? I've got X-ray vision. Hey, it's Donegal Dad that we talk about underwear anyway, not RGJ.
Yeah, this is true. Although the meetup was small, I enjoyed talking to everybody. It's a nice, more intimate one, though, isn't it? When there's not hundreds, you don't want hundreds of people there. Raymond Lima made a lot of trains that other companies didn't like. The E310 prototypes, the 181 series, and the South African Aussie trains. Sweet. The good old HST from Lima. Did I just hear that Brian has finally joined the dark side? No, Tim. It's just his company sells. I got corrected. His company sells DCC locos, but he still don't. He won't touch it. And welcome in, Tim. Good to see you, buddy. Rob, go engage now and start. Yeah, my life is worth more than trying to tell this one that we're going engage now. Hereford Martin, are those gorse bushes Grace is making? Yeah, I believe so.
Headphone warning.
With a headphone warning. Simon, good thanks, Rob, after giving Pete Waterman the elbow. Never a bad thing. Oh, you met up with Samtec today as well. Tim's been at the Stafford show as well. Where are we? I'm losing comments here. Desperately trying to keep up. Part-timers in 1970 couldn't afford a local either. Not an argument. We'll agree to disagree, Timber. Tim, I remember I know where you live. Phil and Kel off to Barry Island in the morning for the filming of Gavin Stacey. You guys near Barry Island? No, we're in North Wales, buddy. RGJ, yes, every Daypol loco has issues. Some of their wagons have bloody issues too, Zantac. Not impressed. Great to have a facer. Tim, we all know, why didn't you join us?
Right, I'm just going to step down there for a minute, guys. Get my legs
Not as much as
stretched.
Rob. Where are we? All my old ones still run apart from 4FL where I tried to kill him at 00 Bill or SMT once bitten. Ivo. Lima was the first lot of Dutch models as well. There was a meet and greet in Stafford at 1 PM. I was there, had a nice day, spent a bit too much. Never enough. Daypol sounds like an anti-indigestion medicine that tastes funny. I had Engage when I was a teenager in the 1960s, now it's 00 gauge. Oh, Tim had done that. Saw Jason at one point, then bumped into Phil from making tracks, then bumped into Pete Water, literally, otherwise I didn't see people. Chris is half a mile from Barry Island. So did you see any of them, Chris? Not my sort of series, but I'm not going to knock it. Timber didn't round, Waterman. Tim Maslin, I elbowed Pete Waterman this morning. Wasn't on purpose as I moved my arm back and softly elbowed him.
Oh, God, where's that?
What are you doing, Grace?
Trying to pull things out of things.
Trying to pull... Martin Shipman, evening one and all. Can't stay as our company. Not a problem, Martin. Not a problem at all, buddy. It's not a mandatory attendance. Simon, I have a Pete Waterman. Oh, I've already read that. There was a German brand of model trains in the DDR era that was basically the F-bomb. That company didn't last long. Ouch. Daz, if anybody wants to engage, look at mine. We will do it at some point, many years into the future. Wow, Simon, I ran over him at Getz 3 years ago. Aaron, as you age, you may need to go up a gauge. Chris, I live 200 yards from Stacey's house and used to work one floor up from Ruth Jones's production company. No way, sweet. Simon also caused Ashley bodily harm to Pete Waterman. Adam, quite a loco. I was still in that black and red. The brand name that rhymed with trucker. Yeah, I get what you meant, Ray. Jason witnessed the assault.
Please come down or I'm not going to be able to walk.
I have in the past bumped into the filming of Towie when it was shopping in Brentwood. No way. You want to jump on here for a minute? Main. Let's transition over to that for a minute. There you go.
I think I may have done a bit too much.
No. Move that there, just so you're looking at the camera.
I never do. It's for habit. I never do I, guys?
No, to be fair, short of having a, 12-inch screen below it.
Yeah, it's never going to work.
Comments.
Jason witnessed the assault.
I've read that out.
Well, where have you read up to then?
Just after that.
I have in the past bumped into filming of Towie when shopping in Brentwood. I've just read that.
No comment.
He's like, I did that one deliberately. Richard. Now I went to show Stafford. I'm looking forward to Telford and then one in the NEC later in the year. Soon be here before we know it. Nice one, Timber Surf, but you're missing in the photo. We did sing Happy Birthday to Richard Brown too. I've heard of Barry Island, but never been there. I was taking it, Simon. They used to film Torchwood outside my office in Cardiff Bay. The Range Rover was a rust bucket. Jealous about that, but yes, we did hear that about the Land Rover, Range Rover. There was an Austrian footballer in the 90s who had a close to F-bomb name. I recall the commentators finally referred to him by his number. Priceless for the first few minutes. I'll be in Telford, Tim. Nice, I'll say hi if I see you there. But technically, if it's close to the name, well, they're not swearing then, are they? They're saying the name. Nice, I'll say hi if I see you, Bright.
Crap. Manor Bridge.
Ah, dang it. Kind of glad, though.
Yeah.
Closure.
Yeah. Dan, if you go on the Facebook, mate, there's been an announcement by the North Wales Police that no doubt you would have...
Heard about.
Yeah.
I'll be back at Stafford tomorrow, says Simon. Tim, I'm going to Telford IMPS 2024 in November. I'm going to be in Norwich. FOMO, I've heard of Scotland but never been there. Any UK layouts that are going to show up in January. God knows. Arundel, if you mean big model show, probably not, as I'm in the same month as the NEC. Good night, Victor, darling. You take care. Thank you for coming in. Fireworks going off already.
Oh, you're joking.
That's a joke.
That's just dumb.
I'm going to put it off just to the screen at a minute. The reason being is I'm going to have to So that's just there. Let's...
Oh, I didn't actually look at it, Grace.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it, guys?
That looks well.
I don't know, I think it might be a bit too much. I might need to tone it down. But then we've had bushes that are completely covered in it.
No, you go up to the range and it's...
That's what I mean.
It's a sea of bright yellow.
That's what I mean. I don't know. It might...
That, in a way, in the height of summer, that isn't... You know, if you compare that to the range.
Yeah.
I'll take you up there one day.
Well, we went up there, haven't we?
No, where I specifically mean. Where I took those photos that we were talking about yesterday.
Oh, yeah, but there's heather's another one I want to try and replicate. Why have I not done any heather on there either?
I don't know.
Because that's like little bushes, isn't it, of heather? Maybe I'll do that at the top, because that's where you tend to get the heather, isn't it? Right at the top. So then in the bushes... Oh, can that maybe be heather then, if I cover those bushes, you know, right in the corner where I have the thorns and everything, by the rocks? Why don't I just cake it in heather and do that as heather instead? Because heather's a lot up in the mountains. And then just have the bottom one here, which is weeds and stuff. But that one can be heather, because there's a lot of heather on the mountains up here as well, isn't there? As well as the gorse. Unless I get a few, a mixed yellow, purple in there as well.
It's more yellow gorse than anything.
Yeah, but look at when we've gone to...
Just saying. Missing chat.
Oh, yeah, I was looking for something else actually. Sorry, he's just sorting out tea for Sarah and a hot chocolate for me. Desperately trying to keep up with chat and my mod duties, but my brain is fried and poop. Not a problem, Mark. Yes, some part of another white. Yellow flowers make it stand out more. Good job. Thank you, Phil and Cole. Have you guys been on here before?
I don't know.
It's maybe not, I'm not sure I recognise unless it's different channel or something. So I did try to do gorse bushes before, guys, on the mountains, but I only had the thicker woodland scenic scatter at the time, and it's darker. I do actually prefer this finer WWS stuff. It's for fine scatter, so that's what I've used for that one. Charles and Aberystwyth was putting Christmas stuff out yesterday. Charlie's. Jesus.
That's ridiculous.
That is. That's silly. Grace, it looks great. The bush. Yeah, one of my other bushes. Oh, not worry, Mark got to see the body.
Okay, that is a fantastic modification.
Andy, I'm going to duck out and carry on with the day poll 121 so I can run it tomorrow night. Oh, the night, darling.
Someone has done an excellent modification for a Tesla.
Oh, yeah?
They've stuck a V8 engine in it.
Okay, that's brilliant. Looks like Fire Hills near Hastings. Oh, yeah, you've got there, haven't you? So, yeah, round here in summer, the gorse bushes is ridiculous with yellow flowers, as well as heather. Certain areas, I'm thinking down near Patelli Way, all there was heather around there, wasn't there? But we're doing more on me here, aren't
This
we?
area.
There is gorse up Holyhead though, isn't there?
There's gorse.
Heather.
There's not loads.
No, but little bits. Is it in and around the gorse or?
Chat.
Enjoyed it next thing last year. Night, I should say. Rob taking Grace to the country for photo, says Richard. Not the first time and won't be the last. Those are ones you guys won't see though.
Oh no.
Our eyes only. I hate to say, but looks like someone spilt a load of curry powder over bush. Sorry, Grace. That's your opinion, Mav. You're fully entitled to it, darling. I am debating if it's too much. I don't know. I'm going to see if it grows
It
on
needs
me.
to be brighter. To be honest.
It could also be, this is the issue, we're also looking close up
Have
on
a
it.
look.
But obviously you think once we're done with it, you're looking at it from quite far away. Maybe when I get over there, I'll move
make
the
your
camera
mind up.
back.
Because you just said it's closer or far away.
Oh, you could do it there.
Oh, wrong one. wrong one.
But from where you look at it as a person, it is further away, so you don't really see it as detailed. It looks nice from this distance, from the desk looking there. But I think it's because we're looking up close at it. That's why it might look too much, but for where you need to see it, the further away it gets, it does look better. Grace, fire! Where? I've not set another one. I will never visit the NEC again, says Brian. It's not bright enough on camera, at least. Yeah, so this is the thing again. It's that awful thing of what it looks like on camera compared to take a look. So cheap to make goes a long way. That was Phil and Carl. Tim and Surf could try parking at Marson Green and get the train in. Adrian Cooney, very good evening. Can't stay, just got back in from the zoo. No worries, buddy. Hello to you, though. Had enough of trains when I went to Orley. Took 4 trains and 3 changes both ways. Raymond, no assaults yet. My channel, CT Scale Modelling UK. Oh, okay. Plus the walk from the station is too long on top of walking all day at the show. Old duffer. She's a bit tired today. Simon, add some purple flot to the bushes maybe. So I think I might add a few little bushes around it with purple in to do the heather. If a venue costs more than £20 to walk through the door, they can jog on. Of course, it's great for modelling flowers all year round. That looks good to me. So yeah, here in the summer, it was just out everywhere. Because I know we had someone comment that there was too much in our previous one. But then summer came, and sometimes you can't even see bush for yellow, can you?
No,
It's ridiculous up here.
It needs to come with a volume control for how bright it is.
It was for Starlight Safari. Got to see quite a few more exclusive animals. Oh, cool. Oh, that's really cool. Get a couple of years at Stafford will be more than 20 quid, Brian. Grace, I love gorse in real life. I love a bright yellow and the dark green background. The distancing is fine. So, yeah, I think it's just because we're looking up it close, it probably does look a bit worse. But where you think, where we stand as well, there's quite a bit of a distance. I will move the camera back. But where we stand and where I do it, there is quite a bit of a distance because this is right at the back of the layout. 50p for a VIP ticket for Gets this year. Jeez, is that both days, Tim? But don't tell me it's one. No, Grace and Rob will connect to Andy's live stream tomorrow, but a test link. Thank you, Tim.
Oh,
Timber.
yeah, go for it.
Thank you, Flymo. Ouch, Timber. Do hope that Sarah recovers from her accident. So do we all. Son of it. Yeah, reading that Gets is £16. Yeah, when it gets to that price, Tim, I'll probably not go to big shows. Yeah, it's quite a lot, really, isn't it, for what it is, I suppose, especially some of these where I know the debate on Gets this year is Pete Waterman's layout and how busy it's going to be. But when you're paying that much to not be able to see a lot, it does make you question, doesn't it? Gorse is a plague of farmers. I suppose, because it's quite thick and, yeah.
Yeah, they do control, that's why they do control burns.
Yes, they do it on Holyhead Mountain, don't they?
And in the farms. Although that one that you were on one side of it and I was on the other, that wasn't a controlled burn, was it?
No, and they did a controlled burn when I was with John Porthmaddock when I sent you a picture up in the mountains, didn't I, of the fire?
Although Holyhead Mountain, Christ, Dan would have been able to see that if he looked over Anglesey.
Yeah, that was
When
bad.
Holyhead Mountain went up. Because that lass was stuck on the on Northstack.
I'm back. What did I miss? Not a lot done. I've come down for a few minutes because, like I said, sitting up there is rather awkward. And when you're bending right over to sort it, it's, like I said, lesson learned. Next time, things like that will be removable for sure to build them and then place them in. And obviously, if our ideas for the next one, it won't be that big anyway. 50 quid for 2 days when each day is 16. Go to pay for your freebie somehow. Jesus. So what exactly does VIP get you? Do you get early access or something? Pete Water may not make it. Myself and Finno Central see him again and accidentally assault him. I miss the OAP reduction at most shows these days. Heather might work. Arundel, £50 of VIP. He gets a very intense proctologist. Free parking, free coffee, 30-minute early entry, no queues, and a VIP room to sit and chill. Yeah, but for what? If you do both days, 16, 20, 34 quid. So you're paying 16 quid for. Are you impressed how quick I'm doing this?
I've got no idea what you're talking about.
Working out 50 quid when each day's 16. So you're paying what? 16 quid for.
32 quid for 2 days.
Yeah, so you're paying
18 quid on
Oh,
top.
18 quid for free coffee, half an hour early, and no queue, like a VIP room to sit and chill. Oh, I don't know, and cows. So I'm not going to put cows up there. Probably a couple of wandering sheep.
Horses.
Oh yeah, actually no, I'll do the horses because I was going to have a riding one up
Wild
there.
horses.
Yeah, because I've got them on my mountain as well. Well, they're not on the mountain at the moment, but 2 times 16 gets his £18 cheaper and price of 5 cups of coffee over 2 days. VIP room has free coffee. Also get a goodie bag and show discount vouchers and early entry. So kind of is. Weather the tanks. Which tanks? Don't rope me in, Simon. Queues are 2 hours long at one point. Jesus. And Randall Ellison. Very good evening, darling. What would I be able to... I've seen better from where I am, Rob. When Holyhead Mountain went up in fire, VIP is very worth it. Parking is free, no parking on Saturday because of match. Prepaid ticket to 16 and you get early entry. So basically, you pay 18 quid for a cup of coffee. Yeah, if you don't drink tea and coffee. Every car needs a petrol engine, even an electric one. Can give you a lift again, Brian, if you can stand my driving. Right, I'm going to bring my own sandwiches and a drink, though I may buy a coffee or tea. I get my private pension on the 5th of every month. Yay! So yeah, the only thing I might do as well, I'm moving this with a mouse as if you can see it, is the first tree in the foreground. I never painted that one brown, so I might get my paintbrush up to try and bring it out a bit, because all the other ones, the little one in the background and then the one by the people, I did do the brown, so I've got that to do as well. So back up here.
You going back up here?
Well.
Right. 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Not a lot.
No, I'm just thinking of what I can do then. Because I do have plans for like here, because obviously there, especially, oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to move it back. So it's back here. Look, the view.
Where were you on the comments?
Right at the bottom. So do that. That's the kind of view you're going to get looking at it as a person.
I found out that today that Wally won't be giving online tickets holders. What's everyone's availability for the last weekend in November or the first week in December? Not a clue for us, Dan. Martin, big shows are too expensive. We have had a couple of shows at McCulloch and Ballard. Cheap entry, no silly crowds. Very good day out. Yeah.
Martin.
So where about roughly, Martin? Where are you then? If that's your area, because obviously you're just a little bit south of us. Ray, there was a girl who drank petrol on TLC documentary. Jesus.
So,
She loved to drink petrol.
Hopefully, Mav, now I've put this further away, you get a rough idea of how little.
Still not bright enough, is it?
No, but it's brighter than that one that's darker. So I can either add a bit more, I don't know.
A different shade of yellow.
Yeah, I haven't got a different shade of red.
Build the roof done. Good to be kept busy, Randall, not too busy. Chris, I've cleared the area on my layout for the turntable. Going to route out the circle tomorrow. First time rotor. Wish me luck. I want to get one, Chris, because I've got a couple of places I want to be. Couple of places need to be routed out. I do want to get one.
No, I can't hold it.
Crew will be my last show this year, says Brian. Someone put a link into Model Rail Crew as well, because obviously those who haven't seen it, that again, it's a smaller show, but I tell you something, it's superior. Bow Street, Narrowborough, Ystwyth. Oh, not too far from us then, bud. Trevor. 8 months of the year I get by on 3 pensions, the other 4 months I get by on 5 pensions. Jesus. Dan, club thinking of having an exhibition in the small hall near to me to make up for not having the main one. Ah, okay. We can't promise anything, Brian. Dan. Yeah, it's a really dead up until last Thursday. And it's like they really flipped the switch. Bala, yeah. Oh yeah, I remember you going to it, Timber. Every time I go to Northwich Model Railway Club, it's like going to a show. There you know everyone. Great to pick up knowledge and tips. Yeah, it's very true. 2 secs. Go back to this one. What turntable are you on? Crew is twice a year. No, Jason's show is once a year in the June. But there is another model show, I believe, in December, if someone can correct me on that. Mav, a rotor makes a hell of a mess. Seriously bad and gets very fine dust everywhere, so do outside and expect to change colour. Fly mode. Thank you for sharing the link. I'm about 40 minutes drive from Bella. I have to drive through Denby, Ruthin to get to Llangollen. Trevor, wowza, pensions for you. Chris, I was given a hedge on TT Mods. Nice. The other show in crew is El Sadja Cup. That's it. Thank you, Timber. Also, Simon, it's 266 days, 13 hours, 43 minutes and 20 seconds for crew. Simon, you're taking my job, you git.
Just so people know as well, unless Rob's just mentioned, because we have a habit of doing that, the patrons and members live stream is on Tuesday.
Yes.
Because it's
there will be a link posted out.
First of the month, so I'm probably going to do my drawing one maybe Monday night. Because obviously I don't know if I'd do both on the same day. So if people, I know a few of you do watch that.
Helian turntable is a good turntable and DCC compatible. Cool. Alsager was a cruise in November. Anyway, guys, love tonight, especially getting Dan beaten up, but it's time for me to give my Kevin some fuss after ignoring him while working all day. Take care, all. No worries, Mav. You look after yourself, buddy. Take care, brother. Flymo, train set, YouTube, train set, YouTube. Brilliant. Thank you, Flymo. Phil and Carl, good night. All been a great and interesting live stream. Got an early morning on the M4 to Barry Island. No worries. You take care, buddy. Raymond, I have an old American cattle wagon with the worst rolling characteristics ever. It will derail on any curve and the wheels barely roll. Oh, Jesus, that ain't good. Good luck, Chris. It'll be interesting to see how your road to go. So, Rob, I think you need to have a tablet on the wall in the background with a countdown to Jason's show. That's not a bad idea. That's easily sorted, Dan, and a very good suggestion. Raymond might need to replace the wheels with the ever model 33-inch wheels. Chris, not a modern head, an older one. I'm going to run it with a 12-volt DC Lazy Susan motor. Oh, not a bad idea, Chris. Right, you come back over.
Yeah, I'm just looking at this.
Go on.
Got a few gaps now, hasn't it?
Because we'll be shooting off ourselves in about 12 minutes. Again, this is all down to our working on a Sunday. But I mean, 2 hours of us, I think, is enough, isn't it?
Well, it's why Tuesdays and that. I'm not going to do both streams because this is the only thing with our work now. Is it's just sod's law. Our days working are after the live streams where we used to go till midnight and things. It's just not really possible anymore.
It was tiring.
Yeah. We loved it, don't get me wrong, but it was starting to get to us, wasn't it? So I was actually going to do some of the brickwork with the tanks. And I've actually found the W Scenics powder as well working quite well for the concreting.
Okay.
I don't think I actually showed you, did I? I just kind of been cracking on with it and wherever they've gone, I don't know at this point. And I've got to have an experiment with yeah, meant to do that. I've got to have an experiment with the rusting and that, but I will not do that until after the WWS deadline now. The messier one I get, I've got to tidy it up a bit, but oh, Brian's just had a sale.
No, it's pretty cool.
Do you like it? I'm kind of like the messy one in a way.
The messy one, yeah.
Yeah, because it looks a bit as if somebody's just...
Not pointed it.
Yeah. So I have... I don't know how well you guys can see on this camera, but I've been having a playing with the W Scenics powder, weathering powder, the concrete dust. So So I tried the black soot and it really didn't work. But I've tried the concrete dust and it has given me that concrete look. It's not showing as well. It's obviously not the right camera for it. But I found it actually works well. I've tried like a really neat one, but the messy one I think gives that look of we're just slapping it on and not caring if it goes flat or whatever. So I'm just going to try and do that to bring the brickwork back into it, because you can't see it unfortunately with the paint, and the black wash isn't working because the indents aren't that thick enough. That made perfect sense. How is your shop going? Must be difficult to get stock at a decent price. Two-piece plastic walls are always the worst ever. I did see a T9 local at Dave Angel stand today, £100 for it, which is the local I wanted, not the yes, they have a handy thing at his stall to end up buying something. I actually have 10 cans of Inchi cider in my fridge I'm working through. That's a joke in there somewhere. What I find funny about Modern State, going back to using cast metal originals for cast metal then plastic, I'm marvelled at not. It's been marvelled that they're going metal again. Yeah, it's full out. It's something like fashion, isn't it? Very difficult, Martin, but it's going okay. We average 3 sales a month at the moment, so I'm happy with that. No, I know it went a bit mad when you first started, isn't it? It's so we always do try and shout it out and get it out there. But yeah, I think that hill is starting to come together. When I was sat up there the other night, I literally could barely walk because I just got in the moment and it seemed to work. You probably, I don't know if you saw on the footage me trying to get down from there after.
No.
Oh, I was stiff. But I must have spent 2 hours sat up there, which ain't good, even at my age. But it is starting. But I do know that the right side need, especially now, things are starting to look bland now that I've done that bit. As I said, priority is the picture for the WWS entry. Because obviously, I'm not going to show the whole thing in that, I don't think. Maybe angle it from this bit over. I don't know how I'm going to take the shot, but obviously we do want to enter it. We love their products, and obviously it's showing support as well, I think, by, you know, involving ourselves with these things. Not going to win, like, there's so many others better than us, but give it a go, I suppose. But I feel like there's something missing in the middle, and I don't know what. There's something.
Well, no, you've still got to work all the way across it, haven't you? Because none of it would be plain.
That's what I mean, innit? Just, I suppose that bit in the middle could have a plain strip, but I don't know whether to do the weeds nut or the bottom all the way along, because then it also helps cover it up the bottom bit of the track with the fibre.
Well,
and then it's just that they're all going down, and it's a
you do
load
need
of
to
it.
kind of decide so I can get on working with my TMD.
But I'm thinking of doing that because it then covers it as well. But as I said, that area is the priority at the moment because we need to order some more. What's the stuff you make the trees with?
Seafoam.
Seafoam. Because I need more seafoam.
Come on, you should have been impressed there that I remember.
I am, to be fair. It's always the one word I blooming forget. Keep it up, it takes time to build a business. I'm currently buying 5 new models from an online retailer who has them on pre-order and paying weekly. Not many shops will set up or allow pre-weekly payments, especially with a small brick shop. Had a long chat with Martin today. Like I said, we love their stuff. We've never been officially sponsored. Yes, they have sent things over, but you know, we've always been honest at what they do and
it's
their
bloody
products.
good quality stuff. That's
Yeah.
why we talk about it.
Yeah. You know, and it's not like it's the only thing we use, because just there is the Jarvis stuff and the woodland scenic rock molds that we've used to create
That's
the
what I was doing, wasn't it?
rocks.
I've probably closed it now, haven't I?
No, that's all right. Grace, you can stand and do that side. Just put your feet through the hatch. You know what? I ain't that skinny.
Where is it?
Where do I put BL livery? Oh, it does. Martin, I'm glad I'm taking the sales and the stock level is building nicely. Europe is still mainly plastic, only full metal bodies. I either have tricks, marked style, or tender bodies for traction effort. Go for it, Simon.
It's more of those silicone papers, isn't it?
Sheep flocking kit.
Blocking now.
Yes. Even if Grace keeps getting shocked. Yeah, exactly. Even though I get shocked from them, I still love their products. Absolutely do.
That modelling fibre.
I love it. That modelling fibre is.
Yeah.
But you use hardly any.
I've noticed you barely touched it.
All I've done, you don't actually use. Oh, they now do a pack which mix of both.
Oh, cool.
They weren't. I didn't see that before when they relaunched them. I can't remember seeing a mix of both. That's handy. And if you're looking at getting
That link that I just shared, if you look on that, it's the modelling fibre that Grace uses, and it is brilliant stuff.
and it lasts for ages. So I'm looking at this, guys, actually, and obviously it's always handy to have. But if you're not going to use a lot, then maybe the joint pack would be worth it. Because I don't think that joint pack was there when they first brought it out. So maybe they've had feedback and put it in. And they do listen to people for their feedback. And it's for the same price as it is getting one or the other. So the next thing I'm going to have a play with, and I might do it for some of the trees, is have a look at using the green fibre for tree. So I'm actually going to use one of the plastic trees that come with the kits. Ta-da! And maybe look at using the modelling fibre to see how that looks. Because I know people have done it and it looks pretty cool. So that's, I might actually use this one for the tree. Because I miss it. I need at least, I think, another tree behind. At least. So I might have a look at doing that. And adding that in. So, shame no one bought back Mantua on their own. They just leaks for honest tuning. Night all, thanks Rob and Grace. 34 out of 36, thanks everyone for supporting. Thank you for that as well, Jace. Paul, get ready to do your thing. And Grace loves the buzz. Maybe I do. That'll be revealed for another time. So on that one, guys, we are going to bid you all a good night. Like I said, it's a shame we can't go longer, but we need to look after ourselves. So we are going to bid you all good night. Mr. Wolsek, if you will, please. I don't know if I even need to say it. We'll see if he does. Oh yeah, like Bri said, Paul, get ready to do your thing. Notice a lot now starting to have metal running boards and improved running very recently. Tank logo. Good night, RGJ. Where's Paul gone? Is he hidden? I'm waiting for him to do his thing. Ah, there we go. 1 minute warning. Thank you, Paul. So yeah, we were gonna move it on to what we've been doing today. And then bid you all a good night. Thank you as always. And remember, patrons and members, there is a live stream on Tuesday. Thanks all. Night night.